pounding down the back straight, almost to the farm here. 60 kilometers an hour, a little bit above the speed limit, but that's what happens when you do that. This truck just requires a steering setup. This joystick has always been really super. The thing about this game is it gets more touchy the faster you go. So if you stay like below 30 kilometers an hour, I'll tell you what, at least it works. After driving around for a long time in Farming Expert, this game's fun to drive in. Farm Expert's such a chore when it comes to the driving mechanics. It's like when they put everything so far away, it's like, oh man, I gotta drive all the way over there. It takes like 3.5 hours. Somebody was laughing at me for driving the lawn tractor, though I don't really know how else you get the lawn tractor over to where I wanted it, because there's no transport anything in that game. Unlike this game where you can load it onto the back of a truck, there is no truck to load it onto in Farm Expert. You have to manually do everything. This is where this truck is shockingly good. In these tight corners, it can actually maneuver most of them pretty much. Look at that, no problems whatsoever. And the IT runner gets hooked. Nope, makes the corner. Look at that. Perfect. Most impressive. This truck is pretty impressive. I really like this truck. It's a really good mod. I hope they throw something kind of like it into the game, but the FS 2017. But if not, we'll have to just wait for a mod. I did not see the IT runner stuff in the game standard, so it looks like that's one DLC that they're leaving out. They do have the Homer stuff though, but we'll see. Once again, the game's not out yet, so we won't know until next week, next Wednesday or Thursday, I think. I thought by now I'd be out of work, but I am just super busy with work right now. I still have tons of associated work to do, and it sounds like I might get some other properties for Coral. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't heard back from them yet, though, so maybe not. I hope I do, because it'll be a good $10,000 project. That would be great to end the year with that. Have that just extra $10,000. That probably would be enough money to get me through to the middle of the winter, or maybe even into spring. Financially speaking, if we had no jobs come in between spring and the end of winter, it would be like that would be enough to get me through it. But we'll see. I'll try to get the runner clean here. Whoa. Here we go.
There's a stinky smell on the bed. Look what I found on the bed.
Stink bug.
Stinky.
Now, I don't know how I'm gonna. I love you, Mater. I'm the best at it? Really? You're the best Mater. I love you, John. Such a sweet freaking kid. You're right up there with him, Seth. Oh yeah, he does look like a chubby Putin. Pull some of those yellows out. Have you been doing that? It's a little orangey looking. Or orange, maybe. Pull the oranges out down in the hair. Won't you take me to Monkey Town? We always tell Violet she's from Monkey Town, New Jersey, and she gets real mad. She's like, I am not from Monkey Town, New Jersey.
Monkey butt? No.
From Monkey Butt? Not really, no. Not appropriate. How do I unload this thing? This maybe? There we go. Pushing it back. This is kind of a funky operation here. Oh no! Straight back. Just go straight. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. This is always a little toit. Look at. Did we get it? Getting close. Not in the least. Whoops. That's not what I want to do. To back it right into it? How does this work? Yep, there we go. Okay. It's a perspective issue. Alright, so we're going to pull this up here while it's getting on there. Good. Alright. Drop that trailer right there. And we're going to dump this off. Get this one off. Oh, there we go. Select the truck. That's odd. But okay, it works. Good. And we'll get the other chaff trailer here. Perfect. Nice and clean. Easy does it, Charlie. All right. So we are now ready to collect the chaff off of the cornfield. And also, well, I wish we could use it for the other fields, but the hired workers will not do in this game. Now, I guess in the new game, they're saying it might be possible that they can actually do the grass work, where they will actually pull stuff from the, like they'll be able to do the windrows and stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how they're going to do that, but maybe the guys are smart and can sense the crop and grab it, because I think they said the crops are handled differently, so that might be possible. Be nice. Be a nice change. Made her go to sleep, hon. What do you want to tell me?
When I got out of the bed, should we try to touch my nipple?
What? I think someone's telling tall tales there, bucko. He did not try to touch your nipple. That's just weird. That's weird. My children are weird. You guys are weird. No nipple touching. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Anything to get a laugh. These kids. All right. Now I wonder if that's supposed to be glass looking or like a screen. It probably is glass. So here we have the Bergmans. The Bergman chaff containers. And we're going to be taking this to the. We're going to be taking the chaff to the farm. I know, part of me wants to sell it at the silage plant, but silage is going away. Still will be valid, but we're going to fill up the farm first, full of silage, and get it for our cows. And then I may even pass them down to the other farm, but I don't really need to. Like I said, we're going to be doing the bale wrapping down there, so. There's the gate. Across the street so we don't mash any of the crops if we're going to be realistic about it. But actually we're going to kind of have to, because you know what? Yeah, we need to do it the other way. We're just going to mash the crops. Unrealistic. Might grass that in later so it's like a little more real. John, go to sleep, honey. Seriously, it's time for bed. No more talking. Okay, last but not least, I guess we could probably do management and call for a delivery service. Let's do that. Though I don't want to, because you know what? We are going to deliver some stuff as we travel. So our corn header, I love the way the screen comes on when it boots, just like the real thing. I don't like the way that it always puts you in the cockpit for the first view. So the nice thing about this farm with the cows is that we always have money coming in. Dang it. The only thing I don't like about this mod is they got the colors wrong. Look at the color of the header versus the color of the green on the crone itself. It's wrong. All right, go to sleep, guys. John, no more talking. Turn that light off by the bed, Seth. I want you guys to be in night mode here. Thank you. Okay, so we are on our way to Crone Happiness, Crone Heaven. What am I going to do with these tippers? Well, we're going to drop them at the field that we're going to harvest. So, oh, this thing really cruises fast, man. 40 kilometers an hour. I wonder if they really do. They probably do go that fast. But I'd say they probably don't do it all the time. I mean, how many cars do you ever drive at full speed? You just don't. Yeah, it can go 120 miles an hour. Do you go 135? No. You don't. You behave. However, this is the wrong way to go. This is going to be really hard for me to get in. I'm going to have to go all the way around. Oops. My bad. Sorry, I was opening my little snack mix. I will be back. I'm going to drive this over to the field. It's obviously going to take me a little while because I went the wrong way. I'll be back. All right. We are going to park the trailers here in the yard. Reason being, we will come back and get them. We're going to have to get the headers. Oops, nah. I'm going to have to change headers, and so we're going to have the header delivered here. And but we're going to go do the other field first, and then we'll swap stuff around. I probably will park the Crone and its stuff over in the cornfield here, or in this area, to keep it away from the main farm. So far, the frame rates have been fine since I started moving stuff out and distributing it around the map. That's helped that slowdown issue at the main farm tremendously. So it's working. So I had a real nice time at the men's retreat this weekend. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet some real cool guys, and we learned how to make steak. There's a steak house in Cleveland called Red's, and the guy taught us how to make steak, and then they gave us each a steak fillet to fillet ourselves. Really, the interesting thing, there's two things that go into steak that they don't tell you about, but that are really what makes a restaurant steak much better tasting than your standard. Did I get the wrong header? This looks huge. I think I bought the wrong header. I mean, this will be able to drive it, but it's not good for it. Rats. Oh well, we did what we did. I'm not going back now. I should have gotten the oops, big mistake there. All right, so he's gonna move ahead. Anyway, one of the things that the restaurants do that's a little bit different is that they actually have a device, and I forget what it's called, but it pokes holes all the way through the steak, all over the place. Like it's like a bunch of knives that come down and poke holes in the steak. And what that does is it really tenderizes the steak. It basically cuts up all the fat so that there's no like tendons or anything in there that are sharp. It makes the meat taste much, or the texture is much improved. Like it makes it so that it's a very tender piece of meat. Like it just melts in your mouth. That's how those restaurants get that melt in the mouth. Like that's why when you do it yourself and you're like, I don't understand why this isn't melt in your mouth. Well, you don't have that tool to punch the holes in the steak. So I might go out and buy one. But anyway, that is one of the trade secrets that he let us know. He's like, this is something that people don't really know, and it's just something simple that we do. Secondly, when he doesn't do any marinade or anything like that, and these are like $50 steaks when you go out to eat. I mean, they're like top of the line. They get the best of the best beef when they order it. They basically season it. You coat it on both sides with salt. So you just take the raw meat and grab a big handful of salt. He uses kosher salt, and the reason why he likes the kosher salt is because it's very easy to grind up with your fingers. Like it breaks up really easily, as opposed to like Morton salt, where it's hard and you can't really break it up like that. So he prefers the oops, I gotta close these. He prefers the kosher salt. I thought that was interesting. I didn't know that. And then he just puts pepper on there. And then after it's all done, he said one of the complaints that he had was that the steak seemed very dry looking after they would bring it out. So he made a garlic oil sauce that they use. Is this guy coming or what? What's he doing? Yeah? Right. Why did the guy stop? He's not. Is he stuck? What's he doing? Okay, well, we'll catch up in a minute. So he puts like a garlic, an oil, like with it's got like garlic in it, and it's really, really good. And so anyway, that's how they do it. And then you just cook the steak. He showed us, you know, you want to cook it to a certain temperature, but if you want it to be like medium well, you cook it to medium, and then you have to allow the steak to rest. So about 10 minutes after it's done cooking, it needs to sit for a little while before you actually eat it, so it has time to do what's called its resting period. And that allows it to really kind of finish cooking throughout. The juices still cook it. And then he said also, you know, at the restaurant, a lot of times what they'll do to let it rest, they'll cook it, and then they let it sit for about, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then when somebody comes in and orders a steak, it's ready to go, and they just grab the steak off the heater, throw it back on the pan for another couple minutes, and then take it out to serve it. And so it gets cooked a little bit more at the end, but really that resting period is what makes it taste so good. The other thing is aging. He said if you buy a steak from banana chip. If you buy a steak from the store, like from Giant Eagle or whatever, your grocery store, you have to let it age. He said when you get them from the store, they're about 14 days old. Steak really needs to be served when it's about 30 days old. So he says you get those vacuum pack seals that you can buy, like those vacuum bags, like with one of those little pumps that pumps the air out. He said take your steak, put them in one of those vacuum sealed bags, and put them in your refrigerator in the crisper drawer. Let them be in there for like 10 to 15 days, and then you grill the steak. But he said it needs to age properly, because if it doesn't, that really determines the taste of the steak. I thought that was interesting. So then they proceeded to have us go outside and cook it. They had 2 huge grills going, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, the steak was so freaking good. I couldn't believe I made it, because, you know, we each cooked our own. We seasoned them and, you know, cooked them up, and they were so good. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it was a real nice time. Made some new friends. Our church is so huge, it's sometimes hard to make friends, because there's over 1,100 people that go to our church, and it's you know, I've got a small group of Bible study guys that I meet with, and that's fun. But it's really nice to be able to go and meet a whole bunch of new people and kind of just, you know, have friends. It was really enjoyable. So I would definitely go again, and that was a good time. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and keep harvesting this field, and I will catch up to you once it's getting closer to being done. All right, so we maxed out our capacity there. I'm going to run this down to the farm, La Fume. This field works great for this because it's right across the street from the farm. We can just run our chaff down and dump it off into the silos and be done with it. I'm going to have to reopen the gate because I had to close it so that I could get past with the truck. Oh, double did. John, get your butt in bed. I know you slept a little bit, but you gotta go night-night now, okay, kiddo? You're so cute, John. I want to thank Jake or Jack or however you pronounce it once again for donating big machines to the channel. We will be doing a video on that a little bit later. It looks like a pretty fun game. It's pretty short, like it's mission based. Whoa, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. And then Stratosphere TV got me got me a game called Dino Hunt, and Seth has been playing it already and really enjoying it, and I will play it too. That'll also make a quick appearance on the channel. Gift games will definitely get on the channel. Also, oh my gosh, I think it was Jake might have also gotten me the I'm trying to remember who got me the snow. One of you guys chime out. Leave your comment below. One of you guys got me the snow region simulator. I'm trying to remember who it was. It might have been Ford Man, but I don't want to give wrong credit to somebody who didn't get it to me. But yeah, thank you again. The snow simulator is made by the same company that makes the farm simulator. But it's way old. It's 2013 level play, but it's a pretty cool game. It's actually kind of fun. The snow region simulator. You run a ski resort. Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, except for there's no skiing in it. Seth was mad that you can't actually ski, and that was what I read on some of the other reviews that people had of it. They're like, "Well, how come you can't ski?" Yes, John. You have heartburn. Well, I don't know. Somebody took my bottle of Tums and I don't know where it is, so I can't help you. Yeah, they thought it was going to be a ski simulator. It's actually a ski region simulator. It's fun though. It's actually, you manage a ski. They have like all kinds of machines for grooming the slopes, and then you can run missions, which is primarily how you make money in the game. You buy a snowmobile and run snowmobile missions. He's not going to like it. That stuff tastes terrible. So anyway, thank you guys for donating those games. They definitely will get it on the channel once I get past my busy season. Right now I'm just trying to get the games that are most popular on my channel. American Truck Simulator, Farm Sim, and World of Tanks. Those are the three that are really kind of hitting it. And Farm Expert. Farm Expert's been doing really well too. So the Victory Farm, or the Done Right Farm, is going really well. So that's all good. Poor me, this heartburn. So anyway, I am going to continue. I will catch up with you guys once I'm, like I said, getting closer to done, or if I think of something interesting to tell you, I'll hop back in. So I'm going to keep harvesting this field, and then I'm going to head to bed because it's getting late and I got to get up semi-early tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Like now. Right now I'm compacting what I'm dumping off. It's a lot easier to do it as you go. Sometimes, I don't know. This is a hard silo to do the compaction in because it's, you have to just, you can't just go all the way through. You have to keep going back and forth. It's a really short throw. But we're at 74%, so I just want to keep compacting it. 144,000. That's the number of the, that's biblical, man. The remnant. All right, so we have the remnant worth of silage. There's more coming. The field has still probably got another, maybe 3 Bergman-fulls. I'm going to guesstimate 300,000 to 400,000 liters. There we go, compacting. What's that? Guesstimate. Well, I can't tell for sure, but that's what I think. So it's my best guess. Ah! Oh. Just, oh, jeez. Buggered. Come on, baby. Hook up. There we go. Come on. Oh. I did a number on that. So we can disconnect it and get back. Well, the way the physics work in this game are pretty funny. Yeah, that was realistic. Yeah, I was choking on my snack there too, Ryan. You and me both. Ryan's randomly coughing here. Well, the good news is kissing. That means you're almost out of the ceremony. You said, yeah, I know. Feel better now? Do you feel better? I will say I'm glad I got that header, even though it's probably not too realistic. I don't think the 580 can drive that size header. I mean, that header is just huge. I don't know how I ended up doing that, because they have a header for the 580, but somehow I picked the actual Krone header. I just got confused, and I picked the wrong one. But I'll tell you what, it goes a lot faster. I probably should trade it in for the smaller one, though. The smaller one's like half that size. And that's probably, like I said, that's probably what the 580 really is capable of harvesting, so, or driving. But anyway, it's pretty funny. Oops. Oopsie. Eventually that will cause wear and tear on your transmission. I don't know what that would wear and tear, but it would wear and tear something. Because he's a mater. Ew. On the mater horse he rides. And he's wanted, mater boy. A lot of weeds in there, man. Probably should have weeded the night before. I probably should have put some weed killer down. Would have watered the crop and gotten rid of all the weed patches that are on this field. I didn't see how much there was. There's quite a bit. A bunch of weeds in this. Some right there. Well, what are you going to do? Plow all this under anyway. Oops. Somehow he got lost a little bit there. .580 doing what it does best. Like I said, we don't see... I've never actually seen a chop harvester, forage harvester, in the field in real life. I've seen all kinds of other harvesters out there, but I've never seen one of these. And I can tell you, I'm a little bitter. I have some regrets. Because they're so cool looking. He's going to get lost. Oh, no. He's going to be lost. Yep, look at that. He's turning the wrong way. Well, maybe not. No, I think he's got it. Let's see what he does if he finds the corn again. He keeps turning, we're screwed. Nope, he's got it. Look at that. Oh, I'm proud of him. I'm way off base here. Oh. Cool beans. Well, we still have a lot of the field to go, so you can see here, but we definitely are coming down to the end here. I think this is probably going to fill up, my guesstimate's 2.5 more trailers, maybe 3. So anyway, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. We're going to continue this harvest, and then we'll do some chaff pickup from the fields using the remainder of the straw that I left behind for this guy to gather, and the 2 other trailers that I grabbed. And then we will probably sell this header and get the proper header for this. I don't like to cheat, and this is definitely above and beyond what the normal header is supposed to be. So I feel like taking this one back and getting what we're really supposed to have. That would be this guy. No, it's not. It's this guy. I wonder why there's one in the mods. What the difference is? Headers. Big X 1100. Why do I have one in the mod headers though? That's really weird. The 750 is really how you're doing it. That's the real one for this guy. Oh well.